Okay, and we're recording. Alright, so as I was saying, I have some new audio settings. Hopefully I sound better to you guys. If you hear any of my audio cracking, or if I cut out at any point, or if anything just seems like it needs adjusted, please let me know so I can fix that. But hopefully that won't happen. So, today, we have to beat the game if we can. We are just beginning a brand new case where no one was murdered this time, or rather, someone was murdered last time, but the killer was not correctly identified. Mukuro Ikusaba. And we need to identify her killer. My current theory is that she is the killer. She's not dead at all. The body we found was none other than the body of Junko, who died in the very beginning. That's my running theory. We're gonna find out how I did on that, but we have to discern Mukuro's murderer, as well as all the mysteries of Hope's Peak Academy, or else we are all executed. This is truly the finale. So, I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. The 16th student, the one they call the Ultimate Despair, lying hidden somewhere in this school. I see what you did there. Damn it, Kyoko, I heard it the first time. It was close enough that I know what you were going for. Hey, Mari! Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. 2 more episodes of Cobra Kai, and then you gotta wait for Season 3. Oh no! Waiting for a new season is the worst. Just ask any Witcher fan. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Oh yeah, I saw that charge. I saw Mandalorian Season 2. Word on the street is Ahsoka Tano might be in it. And I really want that to be the case. No, I have not done Danganronpa 2 yet. I plan to. I have seen a couple cases in Danganronpa 3 when I was watching iNit16 play it, but I did not see the end, I did not see the beginning, and I missed chunks of every case. So that's going to be mostly blind as well. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. No, I have not charged. I have not seen Season 1. It is probably the next show we're gonna watch once Ash and I finish Food Wars. Unfortunately, Netflix only has Season 1 of Food Wars, so I can't even enjoy Season 2, which sucks. I'm actually gonna die a little inside when we get to the end. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section. Oh, that's nice. And maybe we'll... Wait, it's nighttime. We're doing this at nighttime? Okay. Well, I'm gonna start here. Where's my map? Have I been in there? Yes, I have. That's the storage room. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. I've been dying to get up here. Whoa. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Okay, oh wow, yikes. This place got fucked. Is this where Mukuro was sleeping? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Hey, D, how's it going? Are you okay with being called D, or do you have another nickname that you prefer? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. What's with the holes? Yeah, I guess we're done here. D is fine? Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like it was in, binary. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Really, Makoto? Tisk. That's silly. Wait, is there nothing here? I guess there's nothing here. Oh, that's fun. Locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. It's the letter D in binary. You just wanted a username that would be available everywhere, and you're a geek. I love it. Awesome. I love that. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Hey, we got some money. I wonder if I can even use the money, though. I don't think we can hang out with any of the students, right? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. How about this? Is it the same one? No! I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, it's locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Really? That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's give her a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Bragging coins? Is that what they are? You know, I do enjoy bragging. That feeling when you have enough money for Chipotle, but you probably shouldn't order Chipotle, but you're probably gonna order Chipotle. Do it! Always get Chipotle. Let's try this again. Card reader. Try it again. Same thing. Yup. Okay. I gotta look at everything, just in case there's money. Metal plate mounted on the locker. No way to get it open. That's really bizarre. Already broken. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying all these lockers. Is there... Hey, money! Is there nothing to find here? Just these plates. Plates, a bunch of lockers that I can't get through. Gosh, how could we ever get into this locker? If only there was some way to, like, move this door that is clearly broken off and just leaning against it. Oh well, can't get in, I guess. Won't work. Yikes. We could absolutely get through that. That looks like a way out. Or at least worth investigating. It could be a way out. But hey, it's Makoto, so of course we're gonna ignore it and walk right past it. Where's Kyoko? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. Well, listen, I don't feel like you have to be the ultimate climber to climb over a little bit of rubble through a giant hole in the wall. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Tell me more! Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Or you probably should bother her and find out what... Makoto. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Oof. You sure are, Mari. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Yeah! So, a group of people. I wonder if that's what's left of Fenrir. That's my current running theory. What else we got here? Oh, we got a lot. No, not you. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Oh, can I not look at the notepad? Oh, wait, what? Oh, there was money. Yay, money. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So it's over here now. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. You've never heard the voices in English? Oh, yeah, I always do dubbed. Sorry. Hope that's not going to be an issue. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. She thinks her father's in there. Hey, you know, nothing against that. Nothing against that, D. As long as you respect my way, I can respect that way. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. Try 12345. That's my luggage password. Might be the one. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, What about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Let's try it. Try it with, like, some zeros for the O's in her name, too. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. I love that movie, Charge. And maybe I'm looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, but I feel it holds up. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep! Huh! Well, how about that? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Let's look around first. Fine. Let's look at the present first. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. It's a bomb! Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Is it a head? Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? It's probably a head. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Oh, wait. It's a scorpion. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. No. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones! Explain. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I'm not getting the Monokuma voice out very well today. No, she's never died. Thankfully. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Alright. Well, that's fun. Huh? This picture? Oh my lord. Look at how happy she is! It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko! Oh.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. Cut him out of my life for abandoning me. Ah, she said that's not why she wanted to cut him out of her life. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Ah, Kyoko. We need to lay all of this to rest, for her sake. This filing cabinet, is that what that is? Seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff. Come on, do you not know her at all? It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now, if...
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Harsh. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't want to touch her dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. You sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Alright then, if you don't mind. Have a look. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. The lockers. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk. You mean an e-card?
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko,
I
don't need it. You don't want it? Go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Dude!
Hey,
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Anything. What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just
to
a second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory! And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. She'll be alright. Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Yes, I remember. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Must we keep with the freaking flashbacks?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I'm not feeling the Monokuma. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix. Is it Mukuro or Mukuro? I think it's Mukuro. To the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Or 7. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. Is she, though? So the ones left alive are... me, Byakuya, Dumbass, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. There is. And we're gonna prove it, Makoto. We're gonna prove it. To the locker room. Why is there a giraffe coming out of a locker? Alright, so we've got a few lockers that we can unlock. Let's start with this one. Locked. There's a card reader. After all, blah, blah. Let's give it a try. I took out... No, not yours! Maybe... Wait, but... What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. The locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Huh? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Were we the class that the tragedy happened to? Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he takes notes? I mean, he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I'm gonna back out of here, and I'm gonna guess that we're gonna see 6 lockers that we can open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like the locker opened. Let's see what we've got. Nothing that might be a clue. Oh, really? I took the emergency handbook. Nothing. This is doing interesting things to my theory. Oh no. It's practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair? For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Hina! Oh, Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that looks like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. If I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I'm assuming this isn't going to have anything in it. Nothing. Okay. I admit I did not expect that. Okay, let's get out of here. Hello? Controller? Could you move? Thank you. I think my my cheap-ass Xbox 360 controller is starting to die again. I say again because this is not the first time this has happened. Okay, so now we need to go up, I guess? Gosh. Well, all of that's open. We've seen all that, so let's keep going up. I'm honestly stumped. I'm at a complete loss. I don't know what to make of this. So if we were the class that this all happened to, maybe we survived? Maybe we were survivors from the tragedy and someone is torturing us? Or maybe it's something like a certain game that I will not mention for spoiler reasons, where our personalities and minds were created on a computer when we first got here, and then the real people lived out their lives, and now this is happening. Yeah, I do remember that, Chai. Believe me, I haven't forgotten Kyoko's amnesia. Let's take a look in here. Maybe we'll find Byakuya in here. Oh, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it.
I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Thanks, Hina. You're a dear. Alright, so I guess I'll open it.
Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh, really? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Not much to look at. What's this? Some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now I'm more concerned about that weird... Oh, fine! What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. I love that Hina, a total sports nerd, she has a sci-fi side to her, and I love that. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
All right, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just...
Or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was that one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here.
Huh. Did we just find the keys to Monokuma? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma?
Hey! Grah, give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What?
Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button!
Whatever you do, do not push that button.
Too bad.
Aw, man!
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Yeah, who could have guessed that the room with a Monokuma on it is where you control Monokuma? What are the odds?
Ah,
Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
huh?
Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What? For real? Yup, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. How many times can they say that? And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't control us and control Monokuma at the same time. Monitors control. Kyoko's theory was right.
but
If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true, but if that is true,
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Unless Mr. Archer already figured it out, and I think I did. The more they go on, the more I'm confident I nailed it. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. No. I want to look at this. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's... Ah! No, I want to look at the panel! Why can't there be an intelligent person? As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
God damn it, Makoto. You fucking idiot. No way. You mean that one hatch in the room, maybe the most important room in this school that I neglected to check when I totally had every reason and opportunity to was important? If only someone could have guessed. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
I really hate that guy. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. No, it's Makoto's fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. So next up, I'm guessing we're gonna find Byakuya in here, but we'll see. called it. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in here along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. Yes, he just said that. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we didn't have. Really? What kind of information? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Excuse me. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. Thank you, Mark.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. Thank you, Chai. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. There's a picture of her, huh? Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars? I was right! That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be a doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? No, I think she's alive and well, Charge. I'm pretty sure that the body we found was none other than Junko. At this point, I'm about 80% sure. And I'm gonna be fucking stoked if I was right. Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or she's not dead. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. Yeah? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. No, I got nothing. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. 5 foot 7 inches. Not her. Hey, thank you for the 10 biddies, Ash. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Or...
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later, so he knows. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. I want to check something. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. I have a hunch you're a dick. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I will keep that in mind, thank you. Five foot 3. I want to look at the girls. 5 foot 5. 5 foot 6. 5 foot 3. 5 foot 4. 6 foot 4. Hot damn. 5 foot 5. 5 foot 7. No shit. Five foot 7, 97 pounds. 5 foot 7, 97 pounds. No way. No, not you. Who was it? That's, huh. Let's take a look at the other ladies. I think that's the only 5 foot 7, right? Hifumi, but that's too much coincidence. That is way too much coincidence. She even weighs 97 pounds. That is not a coincidence. What the actual fuck? There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Yeah, that's a good point, Oof. That's a good point. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. And then this. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning in Mukuro. Just Just like us, Mikuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Yeah, I saw that charge on, it's all over Twitter right now. And are we done talking? Hey,
I don't have
Byakuya,
time to play
I don't
with
have
you.
time to waste on you right now. If you absolutely must talk, go do it someone else. To someone else. God, he's so blunt. It just makes you feel hopeless. Did they not? I never actually thought to check that. I guess they don't actually list a gender, do they? Very clever. Okay, but what the fuck does this mean? I'm trying to understand, because, like, I thought they swapped the body and we would find that the body is Junko's proportions. But the body up there... What the fuck? Though I will say this, once again, I'm feeling fucking smart as hell for finding that. I ain't even sorry. I ain't even sorry. I'm investigating so hard. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Oh, well, she said the thing. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, you would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I feel bad for her, honestly. She really needs some help. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. That's something I've been saying all along, Charge, is that in episodes 8 and 9, he was really, he was a glorified side character, and I thought that was especially disappointing. It was infuriating because really it didn't need to be like that. There was no reason for it to be written in such a way. But that's a hot take I will save for another chat. Maybe on my Discord. That'd be a fantastic discussion to get like everyone's input on. Though I have a feeling there might be a few hot takes that would come out of such a thing, so we'd have to keep an eye on it. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I'm not doing that. I don't. No. Bunch of lockers. We found a clue in here, but it was just the Mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. I guess there's nothing here. Oh, yeah? Honestly, I vehemently agree, Oof. I aggressively agree. That's a thing, right? You can aggressively agree with someone? Huh? It's gone. Makuro's body. It's not here? Uh-oh. Did you feed it to the plant? I bet you did. The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'd better keep my distance. Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is. There are still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Yeah, we never really figured out why the chicken was missing, did we? Better check to make sure the body's not inside. Didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not in here either, then it must be. I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing, that tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. Can't hurt. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab. Okay, that's something to check. And now we need to go to the Biolab, I think. That's all I really needed to check here, but where could her body have gone? I'd better start looking for it. No, the body was fed to that flower, I'm guessing. That's what I would do, because clearly none of the students here, except Kyoko and maybe Byakuya, are smart enough to check. Wait, where is the Biolab? Is that the Biolab over there? It might be... Raw? Yes, this is it. I forget, have we ever been in here? I don't think we have. Well, here I am in the Biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Got it. This is where the bodies are. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... There's some kind of weird machine built in the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this Biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Yeah, look in them! Is everyone who's died... Then does that mean, since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. God damn it, Makoto. Oh, there's a kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Oh, well, at least they're eco-friendly. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. So, maybe use it? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Okay. The right-hand lights are off. While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now it was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. Good. I can't let my emotions take control right now. Good. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. Yes! And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. Yes! I don't have any other option. Goddamn finally, Makoto. There's... Are we gonna... What? 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 Why isn't he opening them? What? Makoto, open the goddamn... Look at the instructions. There's some kind of booklet, instruction manual. I don't... What? Why isn't he opening them? God damn it, Makoto, you fucking idiot. All of that pride I had in him, it's gone. All of it. It's freaking gone. God damn it, Makoto.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
I am so mad right now.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Is that a thing people say? What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... Charge! No! It's not even that he doesn't have the spoons. He just didn't think to look. Like, he doesn't even have to inspect them. He could just check that the bodies are even in there, that none of the bodies are missing. Where's Kyoko? I hope she does this. I hope she's smarter than Makoto. Oh, hey, Hero. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Oh, I see. Hero, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? No, Monokuma's turning us against each other. I am not sure that's necessarily true, oof, but close. They're both idiots.
I am Monokuma!
Oh,
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
the envelope. Uh-huh. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
I'm on to you, Bear. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. There's Mukuro. Look who's missing. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'd like to point out a couple details I see right away. Mukuro is there on the left, and Junko's face is blocked. Completely blocked. Notice that? And third, Makoto isn't here. What the fuck does this mean? And why is Sakura grabbing Hifumi's head? It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file... Mukuro Ikusaba? Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, where am I? Just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms? No. No, we are not. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to a junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else? And just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know?
Hmm.
So, I mean, get out! But
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? They'd be totally out of left field. Degret TT/R at 2E dash
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all of this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Yeah, we're gonna try that. Sure, how's that gonna work out? Maybe in the dining room? Dining hall? Okay, come on, Throttle. You can do it. I believe in you. Sorry, thumbstick. Thumbstick. I'm old. Leave me alone. Makoto is not the sharpest tool in the shed, it's true. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Kina? Why? Why won't you talk to me? Where's Kyoko? I feel like Makoto is not getting it. Wait, what? You're up here, huh? Let's go talk to her. I'm gonna need a new controller real soon, unfortunately. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out. Again. Huh? Toko! Toko, are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, is she? Great. Ah! It's cold. Super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you
Then
reached
what?
that certain
Hot and
age?
bothered? Straight up horny? Okay. So why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
You SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Why is that important? But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on
I knew it!
fire!
I totally knew it! I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry! I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Gosh, if only I could figure it out. Oh boy, I sure can't figure out why she might have fainted. The fridge! It's open! But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you... No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh, yeah, it's...
It would seem...
Some more. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... Well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. She didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Wait. Just wait over there? That's it? It's a fridge. I can't look inside. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? Forge? No. Use? Yes. That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Well... Are we not gonna... Okay, nothing new. Got it. I guess we're out. I can't leave. Okay, I guess I'll be here then. What am I supposed to do? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Yeah. Ah, it's the same one as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay. How's it going? I guess she's not done yet. Are we done then, or? Bunch of blue lights are on.
it would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Hang on. 1, 2, 8, 9. There are 9 dead bodies. There's only 9 dead bodies. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights. Yeah! Duh! That's not right! Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. That sounds very similar to something Sherlock Holmes once said.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but her being pedantic makes her skilled at what she's doing. In a case like this, you have to be pedantic. That's how you catch discrepancies, you know? Then, as they investigate, They test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Okay?
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Yeah, tell me everything. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. I had it backwards. I was so fucking close right out the gate. Right out the gate, I was so fucking close to nailing it. That's not Junko's body. That is Mukuro Ikusaba. But it is also the Junko we met. Mukuro Ikusaba was Junko. The real Junko is the mastermind. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. Yes, that is true. Mukuro Ikusaba was never the mastermind. Junko is. And we've never met the real Junko. Oh, go back and look at her. It's probably right there. Get a picture of Junko.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly. Oh, wait. Are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. No, she was not. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But you love it. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive? It means innocent.
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh! I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, Ben. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. To get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
what? If that's true,
That video is real too? Video?
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it It would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. DVD, and it says class number 78, urgent interviews.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Yeah, let's go see it. I want to watch that
Makoto.
right now. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
in other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask. For the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. It's compassion. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
Oh, that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room and check it out. Oh, fuck! Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Let's go see. I'm ready for the trial so I can stop reading. Sorry, little brain fried. The AV room is on... second floor? No, it is on the first floor. I think. Right here. Anyone have any speculation? Charge, are you still confident about your theory? This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, let's take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
Your hypothesis was that they're in the Matrix.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Except... What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
But she's not safe. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. Is it going to be Leon? And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. No, it's going to be Makoto, I bet. Yup. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Yeah, it's a casting couch. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. What about Mukuro? Yakuya. Wait, show me Junko, Toko. Show me Junko! Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school. Forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which, of course, meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad!
Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... is it time?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning.
Is that right?
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Okay.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
I do not feel like we know enough. But I don't know where else to look. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. All right. Here we go. Y'all ready? I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. That's not shock, that's anger. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late!
Oh, I'm on fire.
Strong silent masters, so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze. And now that's on the internet forever.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful
With my
scissors!
sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what Master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
that's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
Extreme.
What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square. Should have gone with fair and square.
Today, I'm
And I'll make
feeling
sure
right.
everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Okay, but this proves if they would just fucking think it through. This proves Makoto is not the mastermind. Ugh, think. Hina, you especially. Makoto couldn't be here and control Monokuma. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will
family.
be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other. No, it's of me.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Yeah, of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. Notice she very rarely emphasizes an emotion. It's like, that's good, or something like that. This time, she emphatically said, I'm glad. Uncharacteristic of Kyoko. She is expressing how she feels to Makoto. She trusts Makoto. I like that. I started making my way toward the opening. Step after step, that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper, deeper. Deeper and deeper. We get it! Jesus Christ, Makoto! I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage! The always exciting final boss battle! And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's begin!
Okay, I'm gonna take a break because this is getting intense. I'm gonna go get some fresh water, stretch my legs a little. I would encourage you guys to hydrate up, stretch, maybe do some exercise or something, you know, to get the blood pumping. And when I come back, we're gonna rock the shit out of this.